up, everybody? Welcome to the Boom Boom Room with Jumpin' Jack. Today's topic is Syncrolite Downfall. Syncrolite was founded by Jack Calmes in 1984. Syncrolite was a moving light company that manufactured xenon lamps from 2,000 watts to 10,000 watts. So, I'm going to give you a little backstory on Syncrolite and my journey there and the end, and why I feel like the company went down. All right, I moved to Texas 2005. I came here because I was a machinist looking for a machinist job. A temporary agency called me. They were like, trying to get me to work at this light company. And I'm like, man, I don't want to work at no light company, because I had no idea what they were talking about. I thought they were talking about like light bulbs or whatever. I don't want to work at no light company. I'm a machinist. I came here for a machinist job. So I turned the guy down. And so, like 3 days later, this guy called me back, trying to convince me to take this job because he needed someone that know how to read blueprints. And apparently, it wasn't that many people that could read prints, which is weird. Anyway, I think I was destined for that job, because normally you'll never get a recall from a temporary agency like 2 or 3 days later. Somebody don't want to get that job. But anyway, the assignment was for 2 months. I stayed 12 years. After the first year working in the lab, part of the assembly team, I learned the whole fixture in and out within 1 year. I'm a mechanical dude, so don't think you can do that. I'm just saying. Anyway, so this company had a lot of business. We did a lot of touring. We toured with the Rolling Stones, Metallica, Red Hot Chili Pepper, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tina Turner, Madonna, Paul McCartney, and a whole list of more of artists that we worked with. And so it's a really, really good company. So, like I said, I was an assembler, but the supervisor at the time, the guy would panic. When we would build lights for sale, he would panic every time before we done, and like have a nervous breakdown, and he would have to stay away from the shop. And so they would ask me, can I step in and run the shop while he gone? And I would do it. And he did that like 2 or 3 times. And now one day, after they had their meeting, they always had a meeting, I was working on the light, and the owner came out, and he said, I'm putting you in charge of manufacturing. He said, Jackie, don't think you can do it, but I know you can do it. It like shocked me. Like, it's like if you're not a supervisor at your job right now, you go to work tomorrow, then they tell you you're in charge. And so that's how I became the supervisor at the company. And we was very, very successful. Very successful. And so Jack Calmes, he put me on his wing, took me on his wing and showed me the business. Like pretty much molded me. Now, if you didn't know our relationship, you would think Jack is crazy, because he would come to me and he would be like, Tyrone, don't ever do this when you're on the gig. Don't ever do that. That's because somebody else did it. Somebody else did that. So he telling me, I have nothing to do with it. That's him training me. Don't ever walk off a gig. Don't ever, I don't matter what. No, it's stuff like that. You never do this. You never do that. So the man put me on his wing. He trained me. He molded me into the Syncrolite Doctor. Follow me on my platform, Syncrolite Doctor. All right, so he put me on his wing, and we had a really, really good relationship, you know. But then Jack wanted to sell. He wanted to sell the company, and so I was mad. I was upset, you know, because that's he like the kung fu master, and I'm the student, and now he's saying he's finna quit. So I was upset. I was sad and angry because I'm looking at him, and you got a lot of years left to work. And so anyway, one day he came into the manufacturing department and asked me to walk with him. So we walked to the warehouse, and he asked me a question, and he got me good too. Caught me off guard. He got me good. He asked me. He said, "I want to ask you a question." He said, "Do you want to work the rest of your life?" I like, "No." He said, "Me either." When he said that, I couldn't say nothing else. He said, "I want to spend time with my grandkids." I can do nothing but respect that. You know, so we talked. He said once he sell the company, he was going to stay on for like 5 years as a consultant. All right, cool. So Jack sold the company to this investment group. All right, but he hired some more management team. He hired some guys from this small light company that they build smaller lights, and he hired this guy from England, Dave. Dave is one of my good friends. So he came from the UK to step into Jack's role and run the company, and he was doing a pretty good job. I think Dave was doing a pretty good job because he's very well respected in the industry, and his voice carried weight, you know. So, but we had people, I think they were selfish, and they had a different agenda. I don't even know if they wanted the company to succeed. I don't know if they were just like trying to take the company down, taking money. I don't know. But it was weird vibes going on or whatever. So I remember how the backstabbing started. You know, we went to, it was me and my friend Jesse, Dave, and then the vice president Steve. We went to St. Louis to do a demo at the St. Louis Arch. I was the programmer, so I had everything programmed. I got my radio because Dave was supposed to go talk to the guy that's in charge of the whole St. Louis Arch, that park, and they was gonna give me commands over the radio to make the lights do certain things or whatever, so that guy could see. That we was gonna use less lights and have it brighter. All right, so we sitting there, I'm programming, we setting it up or whatever, and somebody said, "Where's Steve?" We look around, Steve was gone. He left Dave and went behind his back and went to that man. "Sorry, Steve, it's my show. No, the boom boom room was jumping jack. I gotta tell it." He went behind his man back and went up there to this guy and talking bad about Dave and trying to make himself look good or whatever. But nevertheless, we still got that. We got that gig. We got the gig. But that was part of the backstabbing and stuff like that. When we got back, the next few months it was a lot of talk and lying or whatever. They messed around and got the whole investment group and whoever running it to get rid of Dave. I think they bought Dave out. I think that's what it was because he was under contract or something like that. I hate to see Dave go. Dave's a good guy. So he left us with this team. So anyway, Jerry, he took over for Dave. We had this one particular light we was building, where Dave R&D in it. It was called the Syncrolite. That was the name of it. It was gonna be Syncrolite, and projected to sell that light for like $19,000 each. That was like the cheapest light that we own. that we was going to produce, and they feel like if they sell it at 19,000, we could sell more. And then it was a xenon light too. But then you have bad business decisions, you know. Jerry, he came to me one day. He was like asking me about the light. He said, "What do you think about the Syncrolite?" I said, "I don't think it's no better than any other light. I don't see why a person would pay $19,000 for it when they can buy like a $500 light and do almost the same thing." Well, they say they're gonna do it. Okay, they can tell you what they say. I'm just telling you what I see. You asked me, I told you. So then, Jonathan, my guy Jonathan, he came. He asked me the same thing, and I told him. I said, "Hey, I don't think this light gonna do well." It was Steve said he was gonna do this, gonna do that. All right, that's what it is. So this is why I say bad business decision. Normally, when you do a prototype, any manufacturing, you doing a prototype, and with the moving lights, okay, you do 2, 3 at the most. You will be a 2 or 3 at the most. And so that's because if something wrong and you need to change something, you can change it on 1 or 2 instead of a lot. You know. But the new management wanted to get these lights on WrestleMania. I forgot which one. It was like, I don't know, around 2015, 2016. I think 2016 at the Cowboy Stadium here in Arlington. They wanted to get them on that WrestleMania so bad to show off, but we didn't have enough time to build them right. So they gave me the prototype and told me to be a 50. I'm like, 50? That's too many. We haven't even tested these lights properly. Oh, they fine. We want to make WrestleMania. So we ordered all the parts. It's a lot of money, lots of money. We built 50 units, 50 lights. And while we tested, we found out this software bad. So now we got to change software at 50. This igniter is no good. We got to change it at 50. Everything that happened, it was times 50. So that was a lot of money that the company lost right there. And so they still pushed them out on WrestleMania. The next day the guys called me, "Hey, we need you to come out here because these lights acting up." Hey, I told them, it's not my fault. I go out there, I get the lights to get well enough to get through the WrestleMania gig. But after that, they try to take them around, do demos or whatever. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted the light. They taking them all over the U.S. Nobody wanted them. And so one day, I'm on my way to work. And my guy, Jesse, he was the warehouse manager. He called me. He said, "Hey man," he said, "You got a key? You got a key to the front door?" I said, "Yeah, what do you mean?" He said, "No, I'm trying. There's a padlock on the front door." I'm like, I don't know anything about that. So I get there. The door is locked. Apparently, we didn't even pay the rent for the building, and they locked us out. That was the start of it right there. So that was like on a Thursday. They were like, "Well, y'all go home. We're gonna sort this out." Blah blah blah. And I get a call that Friday, telling me to tell all my people, Monday, come back to work Monday, business as usual. Went back to work that Monday. The next month, they called me to the office. "We just want to let you know, before we let everybody else know, that the company is closing down." I'm like, what? I'm like, less than 2 years after Jack left, and I forgot to mention Jack passed away. He passed away. Rest in peace, Jack. I know if he was still at the company, Syncrolite would be up and booming right now. that's guaranteed right now. But anyway, they said the company's closing down. So they weren't trying to sell it. Somebody made an offer. They don't want it. They rejected the offer. Got the investment group to reject that offer, and we end up having to sell the stuff at the auction. Those same lights, the Syncrolite, those same lights that they projected to sell for $19,000, they sold at the auction for $150 each. $150 each. And some of the people were asking me, was I going to buy some of those Syncrolites? I'm like, no. Why would I buy some junk? Spend my money on this junk. The software bad. All kinds of stuff on with that light. Even after the company closed since 2017, I have not seen one Syncrolite nowhere. In no shows, online nowhere. The name Syncrolite, I haven't even heard it. So it's like a waste of money. We lost all that money on a light that was not properly built, was not properly tested, through the R&D stage, just to get it on WrestleMania. And then those type of business decisions cost a lot of people their job. People that have been there, worked for the company a long time, and you get a few people come in with the wrong mentality, with the mentality of this company, a smaller light company. Now you're trying to run this company, we got big lights. It's totally different. Totally different. All the heat, this light, the Syncrolite, if you shine it on one of the lights that they have, will melt it. And the people that know the Syncrolites, they know it will melt it. That's why I think was the downfall of Syncrolite. Bad management, some greedy people. I know some money was gone. I know somebody was getting some money out of there. I already know. Nobody there to monitor it too. Somebody was getting some money. Somebody got paid. It wasn't me. I ain't getting nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. But Syncrolite, to this day, they're still going strong. This company, BCT, out there in Anaheim, they got the Syncrolite SXL, XLs, and I think some MF4s. They have them on their rental fleet. So if you wanna rent Syncrolites, you're on the West Coast, out there by California, give them a call. BCT Entertainment. And my people, my favorite company, Image Engineering, out there in Baltimore. Those guys, they have a large fleet of Syncrolite. They keep their lights prepped. They show ready right now. I guarantee you contact Ian and tell them you need 50 Syncrolites for a gig, they ready. So that's Image Engineering in Baltimore. You got Syncrolites, call them. And also, does anybody have any Syncrolites that's broken, won't work, anything wrong with it? Contact the Syncrolite doctor. That guy can fix anything on Syncrolite. He knows Syncrolite like the back of his hand. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm the Syncrolite doctor. but for real though, because the show must go on, and you can be anywhere and have a light down or two lights down, and you got a show coming up. Give me a call. I'll come knock it out for you with the quickness. But anyway, anybody that have any knowledge of Syncrolite or what went on, or some of the stuff that I said, if somebody think that I misspoke on some of my facts or got a different opinion, leave it in the comment section. Leave it in the comment section. Let me see. That's just my opinion of why the company went down. You know, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody got their own thoughts of what happened with the company. You know, but I just thank God, you know, after the company went down, I went up. I'm not bragging. I promise you. I promise you, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging, but I can just look at the whole thing. It's like a tornado. Had all the people in Syncrolite in it, just spin them around. Then it shot me out, got me out of that storm, and took everybody else threw their ass in the air. Cause I see them. I see some people on Facebook I hadn't seen in a while. Since Syncrolite days, all they look bad, look old, and I can tell their lifestyle, how they living. Nothing like that, cause Syncrolite we making that money, you know, and a lot of people, they don't have skills. That's all they had was Syncrolite. They got left up and got in their job and put all their eggs in that basket. Me, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm him. I'm jumping jack. I'm that 1 out of 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to climb any situation. So I regroup, get my thoughts together, and then I'm going to attack a goal, and I'm going to win. It's what it is. So, like I said, not bragging. It's just confidence in myself. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know my skill level. So I'm going to always succeed. But anyway, people, like, subscribe, comment, share this video. And until next time, peace out.